What's up tout le monde et bienvenue sur le podcast a.k.a. No Cap.
What boy J7.
What boy le podcast.
Hey, vous savez déjà qu'est-ce qui se passe. Y'all know what we doing, man. Week in and week out, ici sur 11 MTL, au podcast, bro. Des gros guests, mon bro.
Dis-le.
Yo, bro, cette semaine, on a 2 artistes anglophones qui font du bruit dans la ville.
Yes, sir.
2 gars qui font partie d'un des collectifs les plus puissants du rap game.
Talk that.
Big Dogs Only.
Grimy.
Ils ont un projet qui est out en ce moment, ça s'appelle Doc and Marty. Je parle des seuls et uniques, JRed the Doctor et mon boy Just Mcfly dans la maison. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up?
Yes, sir. Love, love, love.
Yes,
My guy.
Yo, bienvenue à l'émission, les gars, man. Welcome to the show.
Exact.
Respect. Thank
Merci
you.
pour nous accueillir. Puis, yeah, man.
Ça fait plaisir, man. Ça fait plaisir de vous recevoir. Yo, avant de commencer, you know what I mean, comme Just, on se connaît, ça fait longtemps. You know what I mean? JRed aussi, ça fait une couple de fois qu'on s'assoit. How's summer, man? Comment ça se passe l'été jusqu'à date? Le projet, il est out. How we feeling?
I mean, like, bro, the project was amazing. We cooked that up. It was just like, we were just happy that we finally got to release it to the people because we knew it was going to be heat, right?
Yeah.
So the summer's been blessed, bro. Well received, you know, a lot of activity also, you know, it was fun to get around.
Okay. I like the title, obviously, Doc and Marty. I like the concept. You know, that's like my era. Quand je vois ça, les images Back to the Future, ça me fait penser à tout quand on était jeunes et tout. Est-ce que c'est vraiment juste à cause a play on the names ou c'est vraiment comme, yo, you're really like Doc, you're a mad scientist. Yo, toi, t'es comme...
Mais c'est exactement ça, en fait. Mais écoute, premièrement, c'est le jeu sur les noms.
Ouais.
OK, you know, I'm Marty Mcfly, that's Doc.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? C'était super facile comme, genre, le titre de projet, c'était déjà fait.
Ça fait du sens.
On s'est dit, comme, genre, dans le temps, quand on a commencé à faire de la musique, on a dit, comme, genre, toujours que, yo, one day we're going to do this Doc and Marty shit.
Okay, so it's something that was like...
No, we knew we had it in the tuck. It was just like, we didn't even have to think about it.
Okay.
Nah, listen, this is what happened. This was like 2 years ago. I told them, I was like, yo, whenever we do something, it's going to be called Doc and Marty. Just because, like, I made that connection to that movie, and I was like, yo, Doc and Marty, what? So
Easy.
we had the title long before we even... So when we started working on music, we already knew, like, kind of what a little theme of it could be, you know what I
On
mean?
n'avait même pas une chanson, là.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Puis, tu sais, yo, vous savez que, genre, cette semaine, c'est le 40e anniversaire de Back to the Future.
It's serious, exactly that.
J'étais comme shit. J'ai vu ça, j'étais comme, yo, les gars, sont-tous des marketing genius for real? Genre.
No, that's a fact.
Well, we tried to chase a specific date for some things. We announced it the same day that the actual first film came out.
Okay, so that shit was really like thought out. Là.
Yo, we're smart guys.
Okay.
Okay. It's the greatest.
Okay. Tell him. Okay, no, it's dope because I saw that and I was like, oh shit. And like right away, je pense au projet, tu sais.
Mais c'est
So
ça.
I'm like, okay, is this like I'm like, it would be sick if they thought about that, but obviously, I mean, you guys are ahead of me, man. Shit, Doc and Marty, it's out right now. Allez streamer ça. Fait que là, ça fait 2 ans que vous en parlez. You've been talking about it for a couple of years, but what made you guys say, comme, okay, summer 2025, c'est là que ça drop?
I mean,
Go ahead.
we didn't really set out for it like too long ago. We just like this is my dog, so we'd be spending time together doing whatever,
Exactly.
and then we would both have beats. I had these huge packs of beats. He had some beats, and we were just like, all right, let's run through some beats. This was in like the spring, sometime like late spring, and then all of a sudden we just had 10 joints, and it was like, all right, well, let's put this out. I was working on a solo joint. I put that on pause just because it was like, we have a whole tape right here.
Yeah.
Now we got to drop it. I don't like sitting on
Music.
music.
Good, bro.
Facts.
C'est bon,
So
ça.
once we had the songs, it was like, all right, well, now let's put it out.
Boom.
If it was up to us, it would have been out probably in May.
Yeah.
Like the music was done. But then we got to, get cover arts, do the videos,
Yeah,
do
yeah.
all that. So like it takes some time. So it came out in July. But no,
Yeah,
it just
No, but
made
it was
sense.
well done. Comme même dans un vidéo, is it 500 bags? Il y a le clock, là.
Mais c'est ça, exact.
That's checkmate.
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 Yeah.
It's one of my favorites on there.
Yeah, absolutely.
T'as vu? I see the clock towers.
Come
Okay,
on,
les
bro.
gars sont some Back to the Future.
For
That's
sure.
it. That's it. Exactly, bro.
I said the same thing. So I guess you guys are looking for the feedbacks and saying, yeah, I told you this one is gonna be.
On savait déjà.
C'est
On
ça.
était comme genre, OK, c'est impossible qu'on rate le cible parce que genre, écoute, c'était tellement bien fait, non justement la musique, mais genre les visuels qui suivaient. genre même les métaphores, you know, some of the bars, like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, we didn't even need to overkill it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Ça faisait, it was just easy, bro.
No, but that's how we feel quand on écoute le projet. It's like an easy listen. Je pense que je l'avais dit quand on avait parlé de ça. C'était comme you press play and it's like, even earlier I was telling you the transitions.
Yeah.
D'un sample à l'autre. Parce que tu sais, c'est très sample driven, mais on dirait que c'est quasiment produced. Là, c'est ce que je veux dire.
No, but check. This guy really had like some moments when he went into his bag and was like, no. This has to be like, you know, and he was like, wait, I got something for this. And then we come back to the studio and he's like, yo, peep this version. You know?
Yeah, like a lot of those outros, those like came in post, like we were done the songs and I would talk to the producers. A few of them were Saint K, so shouts to Saint K.
Word.
He has some great transitions on there, but I always like for, you know, the songs to end. I don't want to just fade it out. I want something to change, a little outro, and then if we could go into the next, because Saint K has a few on there where he does like back-to-back production. So I was like, yo, it's going into this, you know, bring it together.
Sense. Yeah, exactly.
And he killed that. But then even Manifest had a good outro on there, and that just came out of, he already had that on the beat.
Shout out Manifest.
Always shout out
Manifest. He's got a good
Manifest.
connection with you for the last few projects, Manifest. I feel like I've been
man,
hearing a lot of
we got something for sure. I like a lot of his shit, so it's just natural for me to, you know
He
what I mean?
understands the sound, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I like the outros, how it flows seamlessly, like you said, and a lot of that came in post. You know,
Makes for a smooth listen, you know what I mean?
100%.
Tu mets play, y a pas vraiment de skip. C'est comme, if you like bars, you just listen to the whole thing.
Yes,
you know
sir.
What I mean?
Your latest video right now is
Chef's Kiss.
You guys shot that in front of Pierrette Pattaterie.
Exactement.
What does it mean for you, this spot?
Ben, honnêtement, c'est comme genre, c'est tellement... OK, c'était vraiment l'idée, le concept de videographer. Let me know, shouts to Lemmy.
You already know.
Big
I'm
shouts.
going to stop saying it, but you know what it is.
Puis genre, le gars, il était comme genre tellement sur le concept de... Parce que même dans Back to the Future, il y a une époque, dans un des films, que Marty sees his father in a diner.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, shit.
But
yeah.
it was too packed to really carry that off. But we had this little, we were going to shoot it in the booth, but it just got crazy in there, right? So, but nonetheless, it came across like super legit, you know, and it's like one of the
That's
best.
so Montreal, that scene.
100%.
Voilà,
And-
poutine, le
and it-
sub. Like,
it's still a reference to that scene, even though we didn't do a
Correct.
skit or anything. Like we don't beat it over the head, but it's still a
Correct.
reference. So people
but
that
you
know, like we're connecting visuals with just overall theme. Like there's a lot going on. If you know, if
That's
you,
interesting,
if
though,
you catch it,
because
you know
you
what I
see,
mean?
you guys mention it, and now I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, I remember
right.
that scene. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was actually wondering, like, when it comes to the visuals, is that like example? All let me know. Is it you guys all together?
For that one in particular, that was pretty much Let Me Know.
Word.
Let Me Know. So that's one of his favorite movies. Just coincidentally, he was like,
I grew up as
he
a
loves
kid,
that
just like
movie.
us, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So he had a lot of ideas, and he was like, "Yo, there's a diner scene. Boom, boom, boom. There's a spot over here." So that's what we did.
I can
straight
picture
up.
him like, yo, I love that movie.
No.
Bro.
Yo,
Actually,
bro,
he killed
exactly.
it.
Exactly.
And
killed
okay,
it.
but did you grow up watching that movie?
No, I hardly know the movie. I had to go back. Like I just learned when the characters. I just learned the characters were Doc and Marty. That was only a couple years ago. That I'm like, yo, that's us.
It's us.
That's
Because I'm
us.
like, I know
always
it's just
knew about
Me's
it. But
generation.
no,
you
I'm
know what I
only
mean?
born in '91, so I definitely like. I always knew about the movie, but
Yeah.
I had to go like refamiliarize myself with it just to pick up on like certain details here. But
But it's cool that you guys really approached it as like a. It's like an art piece, bro. It's a whole project.
what
It's
it
like
is.
an ode to
Bro,
like a movie in a way, but
you hang it in a museum and we're done with it.
Fact.
The whole thing. It hangs in a museum. You know what I
like
mean?
that. I
In
like
the
that
Pantheon.
approach.
That's
This is
100%.
where it is. This is where it goes. It's our art piece. You said it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like I know you guys are part of the collective, Big Dogs Only and everything, but did you guys meet really when you guys started rapping together in the last few years, or you guys been knowing each other for?
So I could say that I kind of knew of him. We kind of circled in the same, we frequented the same circles,
Okay.
but it was when he did 180 Rock. No, sorry, what was I'm saying?
Shout out Borden.
Yeah,
my
shout
bad.
out Borden.
When he did the Rockefellers project.
Yeah.
That's when
yeah.
I was like, yo, this guy's really nice.
Yeah.
eh? It was like, yo, and then plus we always see each other around anyway. Like, this is my dog. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it was very easy when it came down to it. But yeah, we know each other for a while.
Okay. So the locations and all this. And what I like too about the videos, because I keep telling people, je dis souvent les vidéoclips, comme on parlait de ça, je pense l'autre fois. ça n'a pas besoin d'être des affaires exagérées, grandioses. Like,
Mais
you
le
know-
Moishes.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yo.
Moishes, il est slick.
Ouais.
Mais c'est-
Moishes, j'ai beaucoup aimé parce que, to be honest, je connaissais pas trop le spot.
Ben écoute,
shit,
c'est comme genre,
my bad.
c'était tellement genre une spot culturelle de Montréal
C'est ça.
depuis.
Ouais.
Puis genre, c'était quelque chose, on voulait avoir quelque chose de texture, de genre, de super montréalais. Puis c'était vraiment son concept à lui. Puis il était comme genre, yo, you know what I want to do, bro? I want to do something. It's like, I got this idea. Tell me if you fuck with it. Puis genre, il a sorti l'idée. J'étais comme, yes.
Mais c'est ça que je veux dire. Tu sais, exemple, Moishes.
Comme je connaissais
C'est
je connaissais le
présenté.
restaurant, mais je savais pas qu'il y avait l'ancien. Après ça, je suis allé comme des gars. C'est ça que j'aime, bro. C'est que je vois
That's
un
rap,
truc,
that's hip-hop.
je
100%.
le dig. Là, après ça, je suis allé voir des vidéos YouTube du vieux spot. J'étais comme,
Yes.
oh shit, j'ai vu le vieux serveur, là, le gars qui était genre. Mais comme, c'est cool parce que déjà beaucoup de références au food, a lot of food reference.
For sure.
So c'est un exercice, it's like a lyrical exercise.
Ben exactement
To
ça.
see you guys rap on a team. And
Yo,
I don't know.
cheers to my guy for that.
Salute, man. No,
That was the whole concept. I wanted to get everyone on it. Basically, I was writing a joint to that beat. I have put one thing in there about Moishes. Then I hit him. I was like, yo, hop on this. Keep it light because I want all of us on it type shit. So we don't want to rap for 32 bars. Like
Yeah.
we're rapping 12-bar verses on that because that's just the way the beat was structured.
Yeah.
So, and it works out perfectly. It keeps the song not too long.
Exact.
Get all the dogs on it. We all say a few little menu items, talking our shit. It's beautiful. It's an art piece.
Yo,
Crazy.
It's an art, we are artists.
shouts to Regal. Because that, to me, that's a Regal joint. Regal
Oh, Regal
absolutely
flamed it.
fucking
Regal
bodied
flamed
that
it.
shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bodied
Regal
that
flamed
shit.
it. But
Yo,
shouts
it
to
was-
Mags as well.
Me,
It finishes
honestly,
with the lemon on the grilled
Exactly.
shrimps.
Exactly.
Come on, bro.
no. There's some fire lines on that song. But you know
Absolutely.
what I was saying about the videos is that sometimes I see a lot of artists really break their head on like, yo, I'm doing a video. I gotta look like this. I gotta make it look like this. I gotta spend this to get this and all that. When really, like, you guys approach it like an artist. Like, okay, it's a song, it's a concept. Let's do it there. Like, there's a whole
Get the
vision
food.
behind it where you
Yeah.
don't have to rent this or do this, and you know what I mean. Like, it's just you have to be creative, and it's like the
100%.
creativity is what goes through like the most of the public. You know what I mean?
But don't get it twisted. We're really out there blowing racks on a nice dinner.
No.
amongst friends. But we're gonna do that anyway. The only difference is now there's a camera. You know
But that's
what I mean?
When I watch your videos, it feels like it's like, yo, let me turn the camera
That's
on.
what it is. Turn it on.
And it's like,
And
hey
you-
guys, tonight we're gonna go to Moishes. Let's be more GQ kind of vibe, and we go have a good time. But
Absolutely.
it doesn't seem like it's overproduced.
It's
or
not
we're trying
forced
to-
ever,
Yeah,
bro.
it's
It's not forced ever. On est chanceux que c'est vraiment comme genre un collectif de gars qui sont comme genre top de leur game. Tout le monde est comme genre very seasoned vets. Puis genre la musique se fait plus facilement que jamais. Puis genre des concepts, des trucs de même, t'es comme genre yo, here's the idea, boom. Versus we're just coming in like yo, okay, I'm finished. When are we wrecking this? You know, so it was like it was super easy, and it's like it's just one
Everybody's a professional, like in their
of those.
own right.
Bro. Yeah, bro.
C'est dope, ça.
Yeah, man.
C'est dope. Puis quand vous êtes en studio, tu sais, beaucoup des chansons, a lot of songs is back and forth.
Yes.
And I love that, you know. But does that mean, hey, we're writing together, we're in the studio together?
Oh yeah.
And is that different than what you guys might have usually did?
I mean, my whole thing, like, if I'm gonna make a tape with someone, I want to make it as creative and cohesive as possible. It's
Right.
like we're not just gonna both write verses and come to the studio and you have something and I have something, and we try to.
Here's a
A lot of
template.
people do it like
Here's a
that, right?
templated
Yeah, but
16,
But
and
that's not what we're doing. That's not what we're doing. Even the joints where we don't go back and forth, it's like one
There's
of us
references.
wrote a verse, and then that person wrote the verse after the other guy and fed off that verse. And
Yeah.
there's
and kept it
references back
cohesive.
and forth. Yeah.
But the tracks that are back and forth, obviously we wrote that together. We was in the kitchen. We were doing our thing.
Cooking.
Whatever. We was cooking up. And yeah.
So
That's how those came
do
about.
you guys usually write on the spot when you hit the studio?
I mean, it
So-
depends, bro. Like,
Not always. Well, listen, so when we were in the kitchen, we weren't in the studio. We were literally in a kitchen.
Oh, okay.
fact.
Okay.
Fact.
Yeah, we were doing our thing.
Like, straight
we were
up.
literally in a kitchen.
All right.
So that's why I mentioned the kitchen, because the kitchen should be listed on the credits of
As
the album.
executive
Like that's
producer.
the kitchen.
Big fact.
Yeah, that is
Big
executive
fact.
produced the album.
Okay.
Yeah.
But when we're in the studio, usually we have at least an idea. One of us might have a verse and the other guy could write his verse. whatever. But then we have the freestyle joint on there where literally that was cooked up on the spot, just like going in there.
Because you already know, we talked about this.
4 or 5 in the morning.
We're leaving the studio.
Yeah.
And then he had like this one joint that he put on, and I was like,
My engineer's like, yo, we gotta
hate
wrap
you
this
guys.
up. Like the sun is up. Like we gotta go. I'm like, there's one more beat. Let us
just run it. So then the beat goes on, I go through it, and it was a good take, and I'm like, you know what? Spin that back one more time. I freestyled the joint. This gaudy freestyle is literally a freestyle.
Okay.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was like a 4 a.m. Like everybody was wiped, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, yo, I got one left. Let's shoot this round off. You know?
Okay,
Yes.
but you see, that's what I love because I often talk about how it is with the new generation. A lot of the new generation, their ways of recording is punching and
Bro, I see some of these guys and they punch every bar.
Yeah, but the thing is,
But it's okay.
you could do
That's
that.
good
You could
for
do that
you.
and make that work. Like
Bro,
I like some shit
I'm
like
not
that.
against
I'm not
people
against
punching in.
But there's a way to
But
like
I
be
like-
a purist.
I like a rapper that can do the punching, but that can also do the freestyle. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Because I see a lot of rappers that can do the punching, but then they can barely spit that verse later on, like the whole thing. You know what I mean? So like,
For sure.
I feel like it's I won't say a lost art, but it's dope to see that you guys put that to the forefront. You know, when it comes to your music, even the whole crew, like we know when we listen to the big dogs, it's bars. You know what I mean?
But you know what's crazy? I couldn't write before because I used to freestyle only.
Really?
And I had a hard time. Like all the times when I was rapping with like Northern Lights and shit,
Yeah.
that used to be the biggest struggle for me. And then we would get to the studio and I would literally freestyle, write it down, freestyle. And that's how all that Northern Lights music is just like,
Really?
yeah.
Okay, so because you come from that, let's straight
Yeah.
up in the club.
I'll show up at your
freestyling.
corner. Where you say you're the guy? Okay, cool. Where you at? Let's go. Prove it.
Do you still have that hunger?
Oh, all the time. I dare somebody to say they're better than freestyle with me.
For real?
Oh yeah.
Okay, man.
You're gonna run out of-
connecté sur le Patreon. You know
You're
what I'm saying?
gonna
We might
run
have-
out of bars eventually, and I'm gonna still be there.
Okay.
All
Yo,
them
that's-
pre-writs, you got 16 in the hole, no problem, bro. I'll see you 17, 18, 36. Yeah, we like
And do
that.
you guys keep each other sharp and not necessarily just you two, but like the squad in general? Like, does it motivate you guys? To,
Bro, steel sharpen steel.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, look who we roll with.
Because that's what I'm saying. Like, you guys just dropped this. I'm sure other guys in the crew is like, okay, man, I got to
Man,
prepare my shit to come out.
you know
or-
what? I'm sorry, I don't want to monopolize. I'm gonna just say this one piece real quick. Everybody's cooking, doing their own thing, and people mistake it. Big Dogs Only is not a group. We're a collective of guys. The big dog rap music. We do shit. We feed off of each other. We let the dogs eat. You know what I'm saying? It's a lovely thing.
Okay. I get all that. But like, because me, honestly, when I look at the squad, I'm like, that's kind of like I don't want to compare and shit, but like everybody's dope in his own way. Everybody has his own vibe.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of the Woo. You know what I'm
course.
saying? So like if there would be like a collective project, I would see like a Triumph type. You know what I mean? Like
For sure.
everybody spitting it. It would be powerful, man.
But I mean, that's what everybody wants, bro. But you know, in due time.
okay, all right. I just had to throw it in the atmosphere, man. That's what we do out here, man.
So
And
Alex,
how is it with the beat selection of the project? Was it easy? Like, is somebody from you made all the selection and proposed it, or you guys were?
That was kind of like 50-50, I would say. I presented most of the beats. Most of the beats are beats that I had like kind of on my laptop that people sent me. Like I said, a lot of it was St. K. The 80 Rock joint was from years ago. I gave that
Word.
to him years ago.
yo,
Probably
super
when I
facts.
first
Yeah,
brought
when we
up the
first
Dr.
started-
Marty
when we
thing,
first
and we didn't
started
even know
chilling.
what that was gonna be. But
Huh.
anyway,
Yeah.
Why was it 5K production a lot on this project?
honestly,
you
it
think?
was just timing. Like this guy sent me 35 beats, and then I was linked up with him, and I was like, "Yo, let's run through beats." Like he just happened to be with me, and now we're listening to beats. It's like, "Yo,
Press
this is
play,
crazy, yo,
skip,
it's
next.
crazy, yo." I used one for a solo thing I did, the song Beatbox that's out, but the rest of them I've used
like
with
that
him.
joint.
The rest of them I've used with him. So St. K, yeah, it was a lot of that St. K pack. No Mistakes is on there just because I
Word.
always have No Mistakes beats on there. And so most of them, I won't say I didn't decide all the beats because I sent him a lot of them and he was like, he started all the songs that he starts, he chose that beat.
Like he sent me
All
the beat, and I
songs
was
that
like,
I chose that beat.
Okay.
yeah.
You know what I
This is a
mean?
good one. I got something for
It's
this.
as simple as that. Like if he starts the song, it's because he wrote his verse first, and that's why he's first on the song.
Okay.
Type shit. That's exactly how it is.
And how's so now it's out. We said in the intro, it's out. Everybody can check it out. People had time to check it out. You guys been performing and stuff like that. What's the feedback like? Is it what you guys expected? Is it like, you know what I mean? Because on est quand même des artistes anglophones.
It's never
ici
enough, bro.
Au Québec,
C'est ça, exact.
à Montréal.
It's
It's
never
never going to
enough.
be enough.
When's the next project?
Yo,
but
I see you on
c'est ça
the
qui arrive,
radar
hein.
thing, man.
Yeah.
I think we need
Yeah,
to see
bro.
guys like you too, man.
Well, I
That's a
mean,
fact.
That would be fire to see that.
that's like, we'll give him something soon, you know?
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's
But
I remember you were at the Harlem show with at the Styles P performance.
Borden,
Word.
yeah, shouts to
Borden.
Borden, my
So
dog.
how was it, the experience?
I mean, it was lit. Borden did his thing like he always does.
Word.
All the man them were there. All the dogs was there. He had a prior commitment. He wasn't out there, but most of the dogs was there, and it was a great time. It was a great time. Shouts to Borden, like I said, for having me on there. We did a joint.
Yes, sir.
But shouts to Pro V. Everyone was there. He brought out Morris Regal. He brought out Mags.
Big
Sick.
vibes. It was dope to
Sick.
see. Like, that's what
Baby
I'm
was
saying. Like,
there.
when we
It was-
see
it was
the
great.
movement is there, it's a powerful thing. You
I
know?
like
sir.
that show really seems to be, like every year it's getting better and better because we've been there, or I mean the past 2 years
Twice,
we
yeah.
was there.
Yeah.
I think I even went to it the first year and we weren't even part of it. I think
Yeah.
Jimmy D was rapping that year. So,
Okay.
but every year I see it getting bigger and bigger. So shouts to what they're doing over there for
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely, man. It's a
Yeah.
dope movement, and it's something for the community, and the artists that are there, man, are
But,
dope, man.
But that's the thing I want to say is that they know who to put on. They know who's hot right now. They know the music. They know what the people want to hear, and they're putting that to the forefront. That's what's up.
Yo, shout out to Keke. I think he's
Yes,
the most.
sir.
He's the guy who's taking the
Exactement.
music
Ouais, c'est ça.
side.
Exact. Shouts to KK, man.
And for the feedback, we said nothing is enough. But
So,
like, are we?
The thing is, I don't really expect much, but at the same time, like I think it's the best shit ever. So like, it's a weird thing you say nothing's enough. I don't expect nothing when I put it out. So everything we get back is a blessing. At the same time, every time I put something out, it's like I think this is gonna change the world because
But
that's
it's
how
interesting because
groundbreaking it is,
So-
just as an art piece. But that's why once I put it out, I don't put any stock into what is coming back from it.
you just let it be.
Like obviously like shows and shit like that, yeah, okay, that I see because we're experiencing them. But like in terms of like numbers and what do you even call that?
Streams and all that.
Just all that, yeah. The metrics of it all, it's like I don't put any stock into that because
The analytics.
that's out of my control.
No, but I remember last.
analytics, exactly.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
I
thinking of.
remember last time we had sat down and you kind of gave me that saying like, "Yo, bro, like I don't really
Because
pay attention to."
I'm
the
gonna
game
go
or
and
the-
work on next shit anyway.
Right.
So what? I'm either gonna be gassed up or I'm gonna be disappointed going into next shit. It's like no, I'm gonna be neither. I'm gonna be
That's the
myself.
best approach to
and
have.
I'm gonna be.
But okay, but JRed, when I listen to your bars, you're very business orientated.
Aha.
You know
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
feel anything.
I don't feel except the Henny in the
I just
system.
process. I just process things.
Okay.
I don't feel. There's no feelings going into feedback. It can't be. You know what I mean?
I like that approach. I think every artist should have that approach.
I know
and
how
be
I feel
detached.
about it. That's what
100%.
matters. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's the only thing that matters to me. You know what I mean?
And I mean, something that's unique to Anglophone rappers in this city, Toronto has their own economy related to English rap. We have to compete from Montreal. We have to compete with the States. I wouldn't say we compete with Canadian music, but I forget who it was that told me. They're like, the problem that you guys have is like your shit is fire, but then I want to go listen to Griselda. And I have access to that. Like, I don't necessarily have to check for you guys because there's already so much music. But now it's coming to a point where it's like you can't ignore what we bring to the table.
No, exactly. Like me, I feel like we're in the era where when I listen, I'm like, yo, these guys could be on a joint with Griselda. You know what I'm
100%.
saying? Like that's the way, the more it's advancing, the more I feel it's like there's more rappers that I can kind of put in that group where it's like, it's
Well, I
not
mean,
about,
Boldy James is Griselda, is he not?
Yep.
well,
Fact.
there we go. Exactly. No, but that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So the connections are already being made. Things are happening. Craven, we know Craven is there and
Shouts to the
is
guys.
working with everybody. So I mean,
Facts.
I think it's just a question of time before those dots get connected because you know, it's a branch in hip hop, I guess.
Yeah.
Like the drumless, very sample based and
Yes.
stuff. But it seems to be. I don't know if it's just in Montreal that I feel it's very present.
It's not.
But
I think it's really because there are people who still really appreciate the craft of the art of rap, and
that's never gonna go
the
away.
lyricism. Like when you get to really soak in the music from listen to the production sets the stage, but the vocals get the chance to run away with it. That's like that to me as an artist. That's how I got back into rap. Shouts to Pro V on the 7 Summit sent me these drumless beats, and he was like, "Yo," he sent me the first joint. And I was like, "Yo, this is crazy. I'm gonna give you this one, cool." And he hit me back. He's like, "Yo, I got a next joint." I said, "Yeah, I think I got a verse for it." I went to the studio and I wrote the second verse in like 17 minutes, and that shit was cooking, you know. So it's just a matter of like. Once you get the right setting and the lyrics get that moment to breathe, it's all about the pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Is it tough to, because that's one of the things, me when I listen to some of the music, whether it's mostly the drumless stuff, I'm always like, comment ça va translate live in shows? Because that's tough, no?
Yeah, I mean, like, look, we all, it's about tempo, it's about the setting, right? So when we have our show, we can position things
Exactly, that's
in
different.
a certain way where
Yeah.
it's like, yo, we need a moment where we need this to breathe for a second. We could clear that out, yo.
You
go-
control the atmosphere.
Correct.
Yeah.
So that's a very different scenario.
But like, okay, but you guys still do opener. Like, is it tough? Do you guys see it as a challenge? Is it something like when you guys do performances? Like you did, we did Exhibit. You guys did also, which show did I see you guys at before the Exhibit? I think you guys did Rain Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out for
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
stuff like that. So like when you go do those shows, because you're like part of the show, but it's not your show, right?
Right.
Is it a challenge for you guys when you guys hit the stage?
We have so much material, we could just pick and
I don't
choose.
consider any of the joints we perform on Doc and Marty. I don't consider any of those drumless. There might not be.
No.
Fact.
Truthfully, I don't, and they probably are like
No, but
Saint
some
K
of them
or
are. But I'm
Vince
just-
Price probably didn't add drums themselves, maybe.
But
But
the
to me,
vibe
they
is
still
still-
like it's not like a just very like bare. Because when I think of drumless, it's something like it's a piano and it's like nothing else or like type shit. You know what I mean? But like all of Saint K's joints, or the ones we perform at least,
Right.
I don't really consider them drumless, to be honest.
No, but
So-
I might use that term the wrong way, but like, you know, when it's like very lyrical,
Yes.
Okay.
sample driven.
So is that tough to perform? Very lyrical.
Yeah, like,
I mean, I don't know.
in the sense of, you know, like when you go to a concert, like obviously if you go there with like something that'll make people jump, it's going to be kind of easier for you to, you know what I mean?
100%.
I mean, we take pride, or I think I take pride in rapping the songs. So, like you saw our live performance.
gotta
There's
do it that
there's
way.
no lyrics. There's no vocals playing on our.
exactly.
There's
You
only
guys
ad
are
libs.
really
There might be
rapping.
an ad lib.
Right.
You might get a doctor from fucking
Man, no,
track.
we want
Yeah,
that.
I mean, exactly.
we want that.
Who doesn't want that? Of
I
course.
want that.
But like we
Before
do
the
take
verse.
pride, and if even there's a spot where like I'm running out of breath, like he's gonna fill in, and
Exactly.
vice versa. Like, and I like that shit. I like the the optics of that. I like
course, man.
experiencing that.
It's a
in that
different
way.
vibe. It's a
You know what it
different
is?
vibe.
This is the Locks versus Dipset versus type shit.
It's not that. It's not that at all. I don't know what that even means. Truthfully,
No?
but,
Preparation.
But all I'm saying is it a challenge? Yeah, I guess it's more of a challenge than just playing your song, because then you could take any bar off. Like we have to be on point. Like we go through, our 15-minute set at Exhibit. There's no fuck up there. Every bar is right there. Like we take pride in that.
But it's dope because you see what I like of your answer is that, again, you're focused on what you control and is giving the best performance you can give.
Of course.
Right.
And I feel like a lot of artists see that as like almost secondary these days. You know what I mean? Like what is this going to be? What am I going to look like? What is it? When it's really like, yo, just perform the song at the best of your ability. And then whatever else happens, happens. You know what I mean?
Super facts.
I like that.
We talked about your featuring with Boldy
Boldy,
James
yeah.
last time. It was 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Now, 6 months after, how is it? Do you still have people reaching to you from let's say
From that collab.
from that collab from outside?
I mean, yeah, every so often, like, or all the time, I still see even like the post or the song on YouTube. Like, there's always new shit happening to it still. It's still going. Like, it's still my highest stream song, like 10 times, or maybe not 10 times over, but like, it's so far ahead of all of the rest of my tracks. Like, that's.
It's
So the effect, I'm still feeling the ripple effect, but like I said just before, like I don't really look into that. Like it is positive feedback and shit like that, but it's like even when I dropped it back in February, it was still like, okay, what's next?
Yeah.
I gotta focus on what I'm doing next.
Because in the era where we are, when you can track every data, I think it's nice to get interested to it, because I looked on Spotify and I've seen that's you're being listening in Chicago, in Los Angeles, in Melbourne, in London. So this feat might have helped you to reach certain cities around the world,
facts.
like
I don't doubt
Australia, Melbourne. It's nice.
Absolutely.
But that's what's crazy. Even on this project itself,
That's
if
it.
you look at all of the listeners are like, Chicago's like, I think, our second biggest city, which is nuts. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
dope,
you
man.
look at Melbourne, London, all these places, we got a really diverse geographical
That's nice.
listening base, which is great.
That's
Show.
fire.
So you've seen that there's Styles P who came to Montreal.
Of course.
He saw Barden. He listened. He said, "Yo, this is dope." So we're not afraid to go. They say, like, if you go to New York, you have to be ready if you go on a stage, because
No, we got
So-
guys that are ready. We got guys.
how is it?
This guy went to Detroit.
Tell.
But not on the stage.
True.
He's talking about going on the stage.
I mean, like, listen.
No, but even just being around people that do this, like, you know
yeah,
what
for
I
sure.
mean?
No, that's the name of the game. Like that ain't nothing.
what's the saying? It's like when you realize that the peers that you looked up to, or it's like your competition becomes your peers
Exactly.
type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
I don't agree with. Well, I don't even know what he's referencing
What do you mean?
right now.
There's
But
an
let's
actual.
just move
There's an
past it.
actual.
Let's
Hold
move
on.
past
Hold
it,
on.
guys.
There's an actual
Guys,
phrase
guys.
where it's like the people that you used to idolize become your peers.
Become your peers.
And at that point, so it's like we already feel like we're at that level. So I would not be concerned with. And I've opened up for fucking Method Man, Fabulous, Busta Rhymes, all these people. So to go somewhere and do what I'm supposed to do is not a problem.
Right. That's a fact.
No, I feel that.
Yeah,
I feel that. And you've been around for so long, Justice. You've seen the game change throughout the years and stuff like that.
Word.
How do you feel the game is today? Because you've always been English MC. You shout out Saji. You've had some
Yes.
French. You've been connected to the French scene as well. So you've
100%.
seen both sides throughout the years. How do you feel we're looking in 2025? Are we where we need to be?
I think-
skill wise.
I think real is back in style. I think bars are back. I think from a standpoint, especially in the city, we're producing at a level that Montreal has not seen from every genre of hip hop.
Yeah.
Whether it's trap, whether it's, drumless, whether it's like people who just make art, street shit. We are at a point where the output of Montreal is at its, in my opinion, its highest all across the board.
Yeah.
Right? It's not like there's just one pocket of people doing something. Everybody's on it. You know what I'm saying?
It's impressive to see.
Yeah,
it's,
for
it's
sure.
crazy. 'Cause like I said, there's so many branches, and sometimes like even on the English side, there's like the lyrical, but there's also like the trap shit. There's so many different
sure.
vibes that it's like sometimes it's hard to follow everything that's going on in the city. You know what I mean? But like it is going crazy right now. And yo, like so now the project is out. Everything. JRed, you have a bunch of solo joints.
Yeah.
Mr. Mcfly. Through the years,
Yes.
has there ever been a solo Justice Mcfly album project? I know there was the Northern Lights stuff. I know there was a lot of music.
I'll say that to say this. I left music for like almost 10, 15 years almost. Right?
Okay.
So
It was
If I
really
look-
a yes or no answer, but sure.
But
go
yeah,
ahead.
100%. You like that? I'm a storyteller, you know.
Go ahead.
So there has not been a solo joint yet. There's plenty of shit in the works right now. So yeah,
Ça doit être motivant. Like now that this
100%.
project is out, you're like, okay, we cooked it, it's out, it's done.
exact.
Okay.
So
No, because yo, bro, like I come from that generation of like having so much music but no real project.
but it was so easy,
mixtapes,
right?
couple-
And it was easy because at the time life was happening. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, I had my daughter. I went through some extenuating circumstances in life, you know, where it was just like, yo, and I had to fall back from being in public at times. And it was like, yo, and then it was like, fuck this shit. But then you're passionate about the music, the culture. You can't just walk away from it. And then I got these guys cooking all the time, and I'm around this all the time. And I'm like, the fuck, I'm not going to use my pen? Are you crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we back.
Okay.
So bad.
So there's gonna be some more shit coming out.
We're so bad.
Okay. JRed, you got some solo shit coming out, I guess, coming soon? Okay.
You
We
shot
know-
a video. Sorry. You shot a video in Paris, if I remember.
I shot 5 videos in Paris.
Yeah. So you
5 videos in 10 days
Light
in Paris.
flex.
Me and Let Me Know.
Shout Salami.
Yeah.
So you went to Paris exclusively to shoot videos?
So one of the artists that was on that album on Double Up, Mase, he is out in France and
Yeah,
he met me
Mase,
in
yeah.
Paris. So the main goal was to go shoot that video. But then I'm out in Paris, so like I wasn't gonna fly there and fly home in 2 days, you know. So I spent 10 days there. We linked up with some other producers over there, did our thing, you know, went out to eat, enjoyed fucking life over there.
Shot Escar.
But every second
Yeah.
day, we were shooting a video.
That's dope.
Yeah,
Shooting videos, eating food.
that's
crazy.
exactly it.
That's the
You
life.
should do like food reviews.
Yeah,
Fire.
yeah, you're right.
Fire.
Yeah,
You're
each time you
we
do a
eat,
video,
we eat at a lot of
like
places.
do
Nah,
some
you're
behind
right.
the scenes.
Fat.
Yeah, you're not
And,
the
test
first
the
one to
food.
say that. No, you're right. You're right, for sure.
Double Up. There's Doozy on that, right? Is it on Double Up?
Doozy, yeah, Doozy.
That's my shit right there.
Ah,
That's my shit.
my guy. Big respect.
That's a joint.
That's my
That's a
joint right
I
there.
like that joint. That's one of my favorite joints that I didn't like push as a single or as a video or anything. So that's why I'm dapping you up, because like not a lot of people will mention that joint. Usually you're gonna mention the joints that have videos, the ones that I really pushed. But I
it's a
love that
classic.
joint.
Yeah,
That
that's-
producer's from Japan. I never even met that guy. Shouts to Jimmy D. Jimmy D was like, "Yo, this guy's Sunjin. Here's a bunch of beats. He fucks with all your shit."
No, but you see, this is
Amazing.
It's dope because when we're talking about it, like, it's like, you know, it's not to always just be like giving props, but it's like, yo, bro, like back in the days, everybody had their like vocal signature.
Right.
You could tell who was who as soon as you start rapping. You know, whether it was Biggie, whether it was Cannabis, whether it was Jay-Z, whether it was DMX, Snoop, you know, name them. They all have their, and when I hear you guys, it's like, I know that's him. I know that's you. I know that's Borden. I know that's Mags. I know that, you know what I'm saying? And I feel that's been lost through the years because of so much
I would say
technology and shit like that.
I think that there's been an illusion with what makes people successful in rap music over the past 5 years, and everybody wants to follow a formula. They're following someone else's formula.
Exactly.
And that works for that person. And I always rate people like, we grew up in an era where you had to be your own person. And now you listen to everybody trying to sound like such and such and such and such. And that's never going to be us. That's never going to be me. It's never going to be him. It's never going to be nobody. We cultivated our sound over years. And, you know, it's always going to be that way.
I feel like I see less of that on the English side. I feel when I listen to the English side, I don't know.
If you listen to anything that comes out of Toronto, minus a few, there's a lot of people, they all sound exactly like each other. Minus the guys that I would say I listen to, right? Like,
Yeah.
there's a pocket of people, and the same thing could be said for Montreal if you talk about French rappers.
French rappers, but on the English side, I don't feel I
Nah,
don't
we
feel
still-
too many rappers sound like this. Like, see, like in Montreal here, we're gonna say a lot of people sounded like Enima. A lot of people like
Right.
some formulas. You see a lot of people follow kind of that formula, you know. But on the English side, I feel like I don't know. I'm thinking about it. It's like I'm thinking out loud, but I feel like everybody has their own little movement. Maybe there's less. I don't know.
I don't know. I think like I don't know anybody who really sounds like him. I don't know anybody who sounds like me.
Just,
You know what I'm saying? So I guess I'm fortunate, or we're fortunate that people, or maybe people will catch on later. You
Yeah.
know, what do they call it? is the sincere copying is the sincerest form of flattery.
Flattery,
you
yeah.
know, I guess. But like, I mean, shit, man, be your own person. Be your own person.
What's up, JRed?
Bro, this guy brought he brought his sayings book tonight. Jesus.
Wiser man.
Holy.
still.
You have a song about motivation, 555. It's on Double Up, I think.
Yeah.
Like-
Is it about motivation?
Well,
Okay.
you
If it
talk
motivates-
about believing in yourself. And,
For sure, yeah. That was a different vibe. That was a different vibe for sure. Yeah, no, I really like that joint too. Yeah, no, it's just about doing your own thing and not fucking like who gives a fuck what anyone else is doing, man. Do what you want to do as long as make it work for you, obviously. But nah, man, make your own path.
Flip mode
there's
was
no rules
crazy.
to this shit. Yeah, flip mode. Shouts to No Mistakes. Shout to Morris Regal.
Yeah,
The
hold
Most
on.
Crazy. Hold on, yeah. I love that whole album. I love that
Yeah,
you're bringing that up because
ça,
I
c'est vraiment
forget.
un gros projet.
Like I said, I put shit out and I move on right away because like I can't stay on that. I gotta now
Yo, even the
reboot
cover.
into something.
Hold on, now I'm thinking it's...
You
'cause
know
we're
what it
talking
is.
about the covers and shit like that.
You know what it is.
See the cover, comme Mase.
Double Up. That's the
Ouais,
album.
ouais, bah oui.
It's called Double Up.
And we're like, why
He's
the...
Packman.
Brother.
So the reason behind it is because this is basically Packman 2. Like as you see on the cover, it still says JRed the Doctor is Packman. So Packman is like my comic book. That's my comic book character.
Yeah,
I mean,
and the
that's-
first cover of Packman
that's
is
me,
like a...
superhero. Yeah, it's right down. I'm looking at it behind you right there.
There you go.
So this is basically, if you see it, like that one says #1, like it's made like a comic. That one's the first edition. That one says #2 in the corner. The month and the year is there.
Okay.
But I don't like calling things Pac-Man 2 because I have too much creativity inside me. It's like I'm gonna name it something else, but you're gonna know it's Pac-Man 2.
Yeah.
It still says Pac-Man on it, but it's not called that. It's called Double Up.
Double
I
Up
mean,
for
that's
two.
2.
This
And
like
Pac-Man 3 is gonna come out. That's gonna be my next solo joint, but it's not called Pac-Man 3. You're gonna have to
No,
wait
but
on
it's
that.
going to be...
But you're gonna know it's
The
the
ones
third
who know,
edition
know.
to the Pac-Man series.
If you know, you know.
You know what I
Okay.
mean?
And that's what's dope, because that's what makes it cool for collectors.
Exactly.
Because again, we're talking art.
these are
You
art
get
pieces.
Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3. You know what I mean?
It
You-
hangs in
that shit.
museums.
Tell them.
That's what it is.
In the
So-
rafters,
but
You
bro.
see, the studio became a museum just by having
There
the
you
CD
go.
here.
I know.
Shit,
I'm looking
Our
at it
stock
right
just
now.
went up, you know what I'm saying?
You're contemplating.
But the Mase, but like, why the Mase reference?
Just because, well, I love Mase. Like, even subconsciously, I think the way I rap, like
But that's-
laid back and shit. Like, I didn't even listen to a ton of Mase growing up. But obviously, like his hit song, I only knew like his hit songs and like the songs he has with Biggie.
Yeah.
But I love that shit. Like those are my favorite joints. But anyway, so I think there's a lot of inspiration. I can't say for sure. But then I called it Double Up, so I had to reference it because everyone should know Double Up is a Mase record.
Yeah.
So I just made the exact same cover. So it's not like I'm not trying to use the title and not reference.
No, I get
Mase.
it. No, it's well done.
I don't want people to think that I think I invented Double Up. So I make the cover, the Mase cover, so people are like, oh, at least he's showing
It's
love.
like he's paying homage.
He's referencing.
Yeah.
Ode to.
Yeah, I mean, even though Harlem World is probably his better album.
That's the
But-
thing too. I'm like,
But
interesting
still-
choice, you know,
but
because
still,
Harlem World
I
is
was
the-
just gonna call my shit Double Up regardless, and I was like, well, I have to mention Mase or reference Mase
I like
just
that.
so people know I know what's up.
And now we're talking sequels and stuff like that. Back to the Future had part 2, part 3.
Oh, we're gonna have Doc and Marty too, but it's not gonna be called Doc and Marty too.
Okay.
dog.
We're gonna be more
I
creative.
don't
than
do that. I don't
okay,
do
but
that.
there's like une suite à tout ça.
Écoute, on est déjà dans le processus d'enregistrer des couplets, des chansons, etc. Mais il n'y a pas une idée. C'est soit que ça soit, it's going to be on his album, my album, the sequel, prequel, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean?
I like that. Favorite joints off the project? Sorry, bro.
Vas-y, frère.
Each, like, rapid fire, favorite joint off the project.
Mine was State Farm.
I truthfully don't have one. It really depends. Like if it's favorite to perform, I would say like 500 bags. If it's just favorite overall, I really don't know. I like the intro. The intro's fly, and I like that he chose it.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I like a lot of them in different.
For me, I think that
different
like
times.
the reason why State Farm was just my favorite verse on
State
on-
Farm transition, fire. Before, like, the 500.
Yeah. Well, 500 bags to State Farm. That's probably my favorite area of
Of
the
the tape.
album. Is
Okay.
500 bags going into State Farm.
Word.
I agree with that.
We're really getting on our rapidy shit, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Pour le monde qui
yeah.
regarde, c'est vraiment du rap talk. But you know
Yo,
what I mean?
écoute
It
le
is what
shit,
it
man.
is.
Go watch, go peep that, stream
check that shit out, man, no doubt.
You'll find your favorites in there.
Dis-leur. Ça vient d'où le français?
OK, ben moi, j'ai arrondi, je partais tout le part. parce que ma mère travaillait dans le mode de hôtellerie.
Oh.
À l'époque, j'ai grandi sur une île qui s'appelle Saint-Martin, Martin de Saint-Martin. Puis c'est là où j'ai appris la langue
Ah, je
française.
savais pas ça, moi.
Yeah, man.
Ah ouais?
Yeah, man.
T'es
Exact.
venu
Donc,
ici à quel âge?
écoute, j'étais né au Canada. Je suis parti quand j'étais super jeune. These guys, they're like, this guy speaks French.
This guy's pulling out his French sayings now.
That's good.
Puis genre, exactly. Puis genre, écoute, j'ai fait toute mon école primaire dans les Antilles.
OK, wow.
Exact. Donc, je suis revenu pour école secondaire. Yeah, buddy.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, buddy.
And JRed, you grew up Montreal your whole life?
Yeah, I grew up in Montreal.
Which area?
And my French is not the best. I don't know why. It just,
answering
I don't
before
know,
you
Right?
bro. I don't know why, man. Like, but I understand French. I could communicate. But like I said with Owens, I'd rather speak English and you could speak French, and we're gonna
there's no
understand
stress.
each other.
No,
you know what
as
I
far
mean?
as that, there's no stress. But me, it's just to know, like, the
But
upbringing
no, I grew
was...
up in Lachine. Lachine's my
Lachine?
area. Yeah.
That's the most French you can say.
And is your
Lachine.
background
Lachine.
like Canadian?
I'm Irish.
Irish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out my Irish folks.
Yeah.
You're-
Irish.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's some real Montreal shit right there.
Are the Irish like present in the rap scene in Montreal? Or you're like
Yes.
the only
In the rap
Irish?
scene?
That's a
guy?
good
Good
question.
question.
That's a great question. I don't know.
Hey,
I couldn't
man,
answer
non,
that.
J'y pense. Yo, je
I
connaissais
don't
des
know.
gars, mais pas... Ben, tu sais, notre boy Momon, puis ces gars-là,
Oh,
tu
c'est
sais,
ça, yeah.
eux, ils rappent le Irish side, mais il n'y a pas beaucoup de monde qui sont...
Right?
Mais il y a une grosse, yo, bro, il y a une grosse communauté là, irlandaise là, à Montréal.
C'est certain.
So in France, you didn't speak French?
I was like trying to, but they would treat me like an asshole, man. Like I would go in. So first of all, I'm shopping every day because I gotta stay. I'm shooting videos, so every day I'm buying new outfits
OK, fait que
to
c'est
shoot
pas
a
du-
video.
c'est pas du cap, là.
So I'm going in every day to the shops, and I'm like, hey, bonjour. They're like, salut. I'm like, bonjour, and they're like,
They're like,
hello.
oh, fuck this asshole.
They're like, hello.
They're like,
and I'm
what
like,
do
oh
you
fuck,
want?
I didn't even say bonjour right. I was like, bonjour. They're like, hello. They think I'm an American fucking
What an asshole.
asshole, and I'm like, oh, shit. All right, so yeah,
Because
I really
you wanted
just,
to try your French and they just
well,
talk
because
to you.
they
in
greet me in French. Like I'm going into the shops, you know, salut, bonjour, hello.
right
I'm like,
away.
Jesus Christ.
Off the
why am I
bonjour,
saying
they
this?
could tell.
So,
Incroyable.
but anyway, everyone in Paris, if you work in Paris, you have to be able to speak English as well. But like, I would try and do my French because I could get by with it. But basically, when people hear my French, they're like, I'm gonna talk
me
to
help
this.
you out.
I'm gonna talk to this asshole in English.
Fucking anglaise.
You know, like basically their English is better than my French. Is I think the message that they were trying to give. But it's okay. I had a good time. I don't take, you know, no.
Was
hard
it the
feelings.
first time in France?
No, it's my second time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Any
what
other...
was the first time?
The first time was just leisure. I just went out there. I went to Paris and I went to Montpellier.
Oh, okay, you went to
Okay.
the south.
South.
Yeah, I knew some. Yeah.
Why Montpellier?
Yeah, Montpellier was really nice too. Yeah.
Why Montpellier and not like Marseille or?
The girl I was traveling with knew someone. Her sister was in Montpellier.
Yeah,
Tu veux
Montpellier.
lui faire rentrer dans les banlieues, quoi.
Non, ben Montpellier, I know it's a really c'est une ville
Dans le 9-3.
étudiante. There's a lot of
Yeah, exactly.
people who studied there.
Actually, no, she wasn't in school. She was working.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, she lived out there, working out there.
South of.
Yeah,
So
it's
did-
really nice. It's like tropical. There's like palm trees and shit.
Yeah,
It's cool.
definitely. It's
Yeah.
dope out there.
You guys did Europe a little bit or just French? Did you already went to?
Ah, moi, je voyageais tellement, man.
Ah ouais, hein?
Yeah, I've been all over.
C'est quoi tes favorite spots?
Désolé,
Oh,
le micro il
no,
descend
no
un peu
problem,
là.
I mean, like, shit. My worldly travels have taken me to just about everywhere that a man would want to go. I've been to, you know,
Oh.
all over the Caribbean, St. Thomas, Jamaica, the Bahamas. I've been to Uruguay. I've been to
Nice.
Mexico more times than I care for. I've been to England a bunch of times. Got a lot of family in the UK.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've been to Thailand. Been to the Philippines. The Philippines.
The Philippines.
Dun, dun, dun. I'm the thriller in Manila, baby. You know what I'm saying? Fire.
If you got that reference, shout out to you.
Big up. But yeah, man, world is a small place when you get on a plane.
Okay.
Mm,
Middle East? No, never.
I've been to Dubai a couple of times. Been
Okay,
to Dubai a
nice.
couple of times. Shit is like a movie.
Africa?
Over there is different. Africa, I got to go for like 3 months. I got a cousin in Gambia. I got to go to Ghana. I got to literally go and see the pyramids, some other places. So Africa for me is like when I have some time to unplug from life, I'll go to see Africa.
Yeah,
For
that's
sure.
a big trip.
For sure.
That's a
man.
big trip. Okay, on the Back to the Future vibe.
Yeah.
If you could go in the future or the past, which one would you go?
I would.
24 hours. You're going for
Only
24
24?
hours.
Oh,
For
man.
real.
I'm going to the past.
But if you go to the future, what you could come back and
come
alter
back.
that?
Oh.
No, but you could alter that, or that just remains.
Well, I mean,
the
you went to the
future?
future. You saw what, you know.
You saw what happened.
You could place a bet.
If it's only for 24 hours, and I could come back and alter that future, then I would go to the future probably. Because in 24 hours in the past, what are you really gonna do? You can't really make a. If you could just go to the past and change a bunch of shit, then okay. But in 24 hours in the past,
See, I could get the newspaper and figure out the winning lottery numbers for Powerball and go to the past for that one day and get that ticket, bro.
but it's very particular. Now we're talking in particular.
We're setting.
no,
Yes,
do
bro.
Do you know?
yes,
Do you
bro.
know exactly what day you're going back to?
So, okay, you
Okay, we're not getting scientific
you
about
need
it.
a date.
I'm a scientist.
we
I'm Doc.
need a date, and you can bring an item with you. So he's bringing a lottery ticket with him in the past.
Okay.
That buck the bottle could have struck the lotto.
But then, can you bring all that bread back to the present day after?
Generational wealth. I write the ticket in my mama's name, my sister's name. Be like,
Yeah,
yo,
let's
hold
move
on.
This is gonna derail the whole.
Great.
This is gonna derail the whole interview.
I got plans.
God damn.
So you're going in the future?
I am in the future.
You see what I gotta
Speaking
put up
of
with
sayings,
this?
you
But
know what I'm
sometimes,
saying?
I gotta put up with this?
sometimes as an artist, is not the best thing to be in the future because you're misunderstood. And is it?
Same could be said for the past.
Oh, yeah.
If you took what we do now and you said, yo, I got this new music, this is a great segue to Back to the Future. When we went back with the rock and roll and Marty's playing the guitar, they thought he was crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, when he was sick
That's
with
it.
Yeah.
So, but you know, it could go either way.
Yeah, sometimes it's too. Yeah, I feel you. Shit, these are like Back to the Future. Shout out Smoke Signals, man. They got us on these convos. Yo, I wanna do some qui entre vous, okay, between you two. I'm gonna ask a question and you guys just answer who is the one between you guys, right? So with Doc and Marty edition, you know what I mean? Who between you two is the funniest?
I mean, I would. He knows the answer to that.
He thinks he's the funniest. Sometimes he is. When you get him on a good day, he's probably funnier.
Okay. Who's the biggest party animal?
Him.
Oh shit, okay, that was
Party Marty.
easy.
Party Marty, holy shit!
Hey, they call
I
me
didn't even
Party
know
Marty.
that. Holy shit! You just created a whole new
Cooking.
alter ego. That's
Okay,
crazy.
who between you guys is always late?
Me.
Okay.
That's facts.
Yes.
I pointed at you. This is a given.
Who gets angry the quickest?
He gets angrier quicker than I do.
It's true.
I mean, yeah, I should have known.
But,
I'm
but
laid
both
back.
of us are not too bad. I'm not trying to say he's a spaz or nothing.
Right.
Okay.
But I would
okay.
say he gets angrier quicker than I do for sure.
Who's the biggest drinker?
It's probably a tie.
Yeah, there's not as
Shit. You
Really,
You
eh?
might have to cut that.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm playing.
No,
Okay.
we
enjoy a beverage.
Yeah, we enjoy
we enjoy a beverage.
a good sip.
Shit.
Okay. Who between you two is the biggest rap connoisseur?
That's debatable.
I think we come from different eras. So if we're talking like more 90s, him. If we're talking like I fuck with Lil Wayne. I fuck, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's funny because we were going back and forth
Hold
on
on,
some
JRed,
shit.
we fuck with Lil Wayne too.
Of course. But we were going back and forth on some shit the other day. Like he was playing some like old like Master Killer or some shit. I swear. No, I swear, and it was fire. But now I was like, yo, run me that shit. And I put on some fucking
Young
like 2008
Thug
Lil Wayne.
and all
So like in terms of connoisseur, if we want to just say like purist, like I'll give that to him. But like I'm a connoisseur of my own, you know, the shit I like.
Okay.
He likes more of the fly shit.
But
Okay, I respect it. I got one last one for you guys.
Go ahead.
Who would be better to manage a lump sum of $5 million?
me. If we're talking about manage an artist, him.
No.
No. I'm
If we're talking about
Money?
managing money, me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put everybody
He
on.
would make the play,
Why?
but I'm managing the money.
I'm gonna put everybody
He'll make the whole
on.
strategy.
Yeah.
He'll make the whole spreadsheet, top to bottom. This is what it is, and I'll have trust in him. But I'm gonna manage
three
the money.
reasons
at the
why
end of the day.
you let him handle the money.
3 reasons.
I'll tell you the only reason.
say
I'll
one.
tell you. Shut up. Because he doesn't think with emotion.
That's very important.
I mean, I'm too attached to the people. I want to see everybody do well. He's an asshole.
I mean,
You need to be an asshole.
When it comes to business, you have to. And sometimes being too chill.
He's always looking
It's
out for
tough.
him first, you know?
Kinda got to be- yo, bro,
for me
everybody
first,
who's successful
I don't need to rehearse.
Exactly. There you go.
I don't need no reverb. Yo, this
okay.
way of crazy.
Okay,
I
yo,
lobbed that up for you, bro.
Okay, you got me.
Shouts to Owens.
Yo,
Nah, the shit is too real. The shit
yeah,
is
crazy.
too real.
I had that question for you guys. Where's the line of the acceptable when it's about rap cap? What can be tolerated and what cannot?
See, I'm going to say this. There's nothing that I've ever rapped about in my entire life that I haven't done. So I don't accept any cap. Fuck cap rap.
To me, the only cap that's acceptable, and I don't even do this, is super imaginative rap. Where it's
Aliens
like Action
can't-
Bronson talking about doing cartwheels and front flips off of fucking boats and shit.
Yeah.
He can't do that. You know what I mean?
A cartwheel into a
but I'll
backflip?
accept that. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's the cap when you know it's super imaginative and it's not about like your money. It's not about bitches or fucking the shit you own. It's just like imaginary gymnastic moves.
Yeah.
I'll settle with that. I could live with that.
Okay, damn.
Because
I don't tolerate it. I mean, listen, I like music and I'm sure people are capping. I don't even care to know about their real life.
Fact.
Bro, I'm sure they are. It's just, it's not my style. I rap realistic to me. This is the Rolly I rap about right here.
that's
You know what I'm
it.
saying?
You know what I mean?
The statute of limitations is passed on all my shit, so I can.
Because
Smart guy.
is it you become a pop artist when you start capping?
I feel
I
people
wouldn't
don't
even-
care as much
because
today.
there's-
No, they don't. They absolutely don't give a fuck. Right?
I don't
But
think they care today.
I have to look at myself in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? And that for me is a different thing.
Bro, it's just easier for me to write when it comes to writing a song. I'm going to write about what I know and what I do. Like, it's harder for me to try to imagine some other shit that I'm not doing,
But
that
sometimes
I've never done.
But is it let's say a pressure, but it might be a pressure from where you grew up in. Your people around you are gonna be, yo, bro, you talk about stuff you didn't do, or there's some people, if it's not more about business, they're like, I don't care, bro, if it can bring more money. Let's say Hamza, a French rapper, Hamza, he talks about. He clearly do not shoot people and hang around with big Glocks and things. But he raps about these things.
Look, there's a lot of-
rappers that talk about taking some drugs that never took drugs of their
There's
life.
guys who
Facts.
talk about
You
that
see?
and never even smoke joints, right?
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
Like,
Right.
and I mean, like, look, even to say, like, 50 Cent can't drink liquor, right? He's missing parts of his liver and shit.
Oh,
You know
Okay,
what I'm
is
saying?
that why he's like
Yeah.
not a drinker? Because
Yeah, bro. Like your body
yeah.
can't process shit, right? Like, but he'll talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not to say that he didn't drink beforehand, right?
He said in his book that he like fake like at his champagne event or something, he'll be like, but he won't drink.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like, some people find certain things acceptable, and it's like, you know, you don't hear me talking about millions of dollars, right? But I've lived my experience, and my job as an artist is to share my experience with
Yeah, man.
those people. So why do I need to fabricate shit?
Do you feel there's keeping it too real?
Yes.
Is it possible to keep it like, you know, if you're like, hey, I'm talking about my
Yeah.
life and this and you
Yeah.
gotta walk a line a little bit sometimes,
Look,
you know?
bro, look at all these guys getting in all these RICOs for every.
That's what I'm saying.
People in Toronto doing this, they following suit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
Toronto's getting it's getting wild, man.
yeah,
Okay, yeah, so you gotta
you
be
gotta,
mindful.
you gotta be careful. You
Gotta be
careful.
mindful of that.
yeah, I did an interview with Boondog.
No way.
Yeah, bro.
Hilarious.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah. I watched that. Shouts to those guys, man. Yeah, Bundog and them. I mean, like, look, Toronto's a whole different ecosystem. Like, there's buildings, and I used to live in Toronto, right? So, but there's buildings that house 10,000 people,
Crazy.
and there's 3 buildings next to you. There's like that's 30,000 residents, bro.
Yeah.
It's
You
like
don't
a
have to
small
leave.
city.
Yeah, bro, it's on one corner. You know what I'm saying? That's
a different
30,000
reality
people.
than what we see here.
You know, it's very different.
Yeah, because we don't really hear about it. It's in Canada. It's not that far, but because it's an English city.
Ils ont au moins 3 fois plus de peuple à Toronto dans GTA qu'à Montréal.
C'est quoi GTA? Pardon.
The Greater Toronto
Ah, ok,
area,
ouais.
right?
Comme
So-
Montréal et les environs. Dans le fond.
Exact,
Wow.
right? Donc, imagine, mettons, qu'on avait 3 fois plus de criminels, OK?
Ah, hein?
À Montréal, bro, should be blowing up every 5 minutes. You know, but it's different. So you hear about crazy shit over there, but, you know, I don't pay that no mind. I go to nice places when I go to Toronto.
There you go.
Shows to my peoples, bro. You know?
La connexion Montréal-Toronto, est-ce que ça a déjà arrivé, vous, guys? Est-ce que vous avez eu?
Ben, on a des gars là-bas, puis...
T'as déjà collab avec des gars de Toronto back
yeah,
in the
for
days,
sure,
non?
for sure. But I mean, like, now the music's changed. There's certain people, like, there's people I'm in touch with every day. It just hasn't happened yet.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it could happen any minute. I got 16s that are already recorded for people in Toronto, but it's just, you know, it'll materialize when it needs to materialize.
Okay.
Est-ce que vous avez déjà des approches de label de l'industrie ici? Est-ce qu'il y a déjà des...
À l'époque, quand j'étais avec NL5, on a reçu comme genre des contrats de Sony BMG.
Oh.
C'était vraiment comme genre Raping You Records type of contract. Puis genre, on était 5 gars. Ils voulaient nous avancer comme genre 100 000 $ pour enregistrer l'album qui était déjà fait, de 1. 2, entre 5 gars, on recevait genre 7% de toutes les royautés mécaniques. Donc, c'était comme vraiment comme genre, okay, we're going to sign this deal, end up $100,000 in debt, and make $12, and then have to produce more and more music. And it was like, you know, that's when I fell out of love with rap.
Yeah,
that was like,
side.
yeah, because we got to this point, and it was so much harder to be independent at that time.
Big time.
That it was like, yo, all right, if this is
It's
all
like
I
you
can-
reach the finish line and you realize it's like, what? This
it's
is
like,
what I worked
nah,
for?
bro, I can't sign this. Like, bro, I'm a hustler. I'm gonna let you hustle me, bro.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. You know, I don't
But
need
how-
to be famous.
So how do you see it today? Like, because today everybody can be independent. You guys are all working independently, the whole
Absolutely.
squad.
Absolutely.
And you guys kind of have everything that you need as far as like you guys have MCs,
Yeah.
producers,
Yeah.
DJ, videographer.
It just
You
means,
guys are pretty
it just
much a
means
production company.
It just means that we can create content at will. Everybody's producing, everybody's creating. I think that the year is far from over, and there's a lot of music that's going to come out still from the camp, from everybody. You know, I'm not going to shout nothing out yet because I don't know if people want to have that broadcast publicly yet.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
You know, I've featured on some music that's going to come out. He's featured on music that's going to come out. You know, so the squad is always ready. And I would say we still have our boys who are going to, you know, own some of the fall. There's more music coming.
I have a question, Big Dog's only question. Besides you guys, who's the member of the crew that you guys listen to the most?
Oh, it's impossible to say. I have a playlist with all of us, and that shit stays on
There
repeat.
isn't one that you, these days I'm playing.
If I'm going to the gym, I'm
Yeah.
going to listen to Borden.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to listen to Borden if I'm going to the gym. If I'm driving, I'm going to listen to him and Regal. If I'm in a situation where I'm pensive and I'm like, want to hear some crazy bars, I throw on some RVLR. You know, so that's why the playlist serves its purpose, bro. You know, we got something for everybody in this bitch.
Okay, I had to try, you know what I'm saying? JRed, no, there isn't anybody out of the crew that you might listen
I listen
to?
to all of them for sure.
Okay.
'Cause they're all on my albums. And That's
Facts.
That's when I hear them.
Smart guys. You guys are smart. You guys are smart.
No, but listen, Borden's been releasing crazy music.
Yeah, he's been
Definitely
killing
been
it.
fucking with that.
Yeah.
I mean, most of Regal's, like, I'm not joking about that. Most of Regal's newer music has been on with me on my albums. So that's where I listen to Regal mostly. Obviously, he's been on Borden's albums as well.
Yeah,
and that's facts. But and Mags is about to have some new shit just now. So
man.
I'll be listening to the new Mags for sure. But no, man, of course we fuck with the Dawgs. Like,
That's it.
All we listen to is Big Dog's music.
and when we look at the album on Spotify, it's like Big Dogs only. I don't know if it's productions or label or is that something that might be in the works?
There's a company.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so it is officialized.
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
It's been like 5 years. You're constantly dropping music, gourmet raps. I know you had projects way before that, but it seems like on gourmet raps is where the connection with Craven has been made, or did you? Because
no, I hollered at him. I became a fan of his. It was gourmet raps, but it was also what's the one I did after that? Grimy.
Grimy,
So both of those, that was really one album. I had written all to the historian who produced Grimy. And then all of a sudden, I was about to like put the shit out, and he's like, oh, those beats aren't available. Basically, half the album that I had on his beats weren't available. So I hollered at Craven. I didn't know him at all. I literally purchased a beat pack off Craven. He always tells me, he's like, yo, you're one of the first people that really like bought a pack. This is like 2018, 2019.
Okay,
Even though it only came out in 2020, I bought the beats off him like from time. And all of that shit was shit I had written. It was supposed to be one album, but then one guy took beats away. And this is right when I found out who Craven was, and like I was a huge fan. I was like, yo, I'm gonna holler at this guy.
okay,
Got beats, and then I split the album in two, and it became 2 albums. That's why each album I think only has like 6 or 7 songs or whatever it is. It's a shorter album type shit, but that's how I got connected with Craven. Like I didn't know him personally.
But you were a fan, you said.
I was a huge fan. The song he did, Wolfing Down with Rock Marciano, was like my favorite song. And it was my favorite song for months. And I didn't even know who produced it. I just thought it was a Rock Marcy song. And then all of a sudden, I see on Twitter that 80 Rock is interacting. I'm like, Nicholas Craven. I'm like, how do I know that name? I go back and I'm like, yo, this is the song. I'm like, who is this guy? So I ask 80. He's like, yeah, I know this guy. Like, he's sick. So that's how it all. I didn't know him personally at all, but that's what, started our relationship.
You knew he was from Montreal?
Through 80.
Okay.
I didn't know that prior. I knew nothing about him.
That's crazy.
I literally just saw his name on Twitter interacting with 80 Rock, who's my boy, obviously, from time. And I was like, who is this guy? And he told me. So I was like, okay, it's only natural. Why am I not going to?
It's dope.
Yeah, Craven is one of the artists of Montreal, maybe the one that uses Twitter. To his
Twitter God.
Twitter king.
Twitter God.
He
What do you
displayed
mean?
his Twitter skills to me a couple, because he was telling me like, yo, you got to get on Twitter. Let me show
Forget
you
about
this.
it. This guy could run a university
At one point he told me, yo, bro. At one point he's like, yo, tweet this.
Yeah.
He's like,
Literally.
yo, this is exactly
like,
what you gotta say.
Right.
Yeah, no, he's
Bang.
Bro.
Yeah.
50,000 views. I don't know. I'm
He's
like,
tapped
shit.
in.
Okay, you really.
Yeah.
And what I love, and I'm never gonna say it enough. What I love about Craven is that as much success as he's getting, as much he's connecting with big dogs in the U.S. and stuff. No pun intended. He's always showing love to the city. He's always connecting with the city.
It's a fact.
And I feel like that's the kind of energy that when he's out there, he'll display some guys from his city. Be
I
like,
know
these
he
are the
does.
guys.
I know he
You know
does.
what
He
I
goes
mean?
out and he's like, yo, peep this Montreal hip hop shit.
Bro, like these.
He shared some of our shit. He's like, yo, Montreal hip hop shit. He does this shit all the time.
That's fire because that's
100%.
so.
Like, he
people
doesn't
don't
have to
understand
use his platform to
the
do that.
importance of that, especially from a guy like Craven, because he's so credible to these guys everywhere in the
100%.
game. If Craven says, yo, peep this, it's a lot different than if they just see it on their timeline. You know what I mean?
Word
So
life.
I think it's dope that he's doing that. I think it's dope that he's connecting with you guys at 80 Rock and all. You know what I mean? Because I feel it's all the same branch. We're all pushing the same
Good
thing.
music
anyways.
loves good music, bro.
Yeah, facts.
Shouts to
100%.
Craven.
And
Shouts
he's
to
one of the
Craven.
guys that
Shouts
always.
to Jimmy, though.
Yeah,
Big
big
shout
shout
out
out
to
to Jimmy
Jimmy
D.
D.
Big
Of
shout out
course.
to Jimmy D. That's the
And
guy.
this is one thing, like this is one of the first guys that I would see really approach music and like be like, yo, it's art, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to do it. It's art.
And it goes back to like I was saying, it's like right now the city is flourishing. Everybody's making the best possible music. We got people at all, kind of outlets. Shouts to Craven for making sure that the city gets some love.
Shabo, what up?
Shouts
Check
to
him out. Opening up with Earl Sweatshirt at Bell Center. soon.
Legendary light
December.
Yo,
skin.
man.
Yeah, man. Crazy to see, man. Crazy to see, man.
Yeah.
Yo, and in the streaming era, like now today everything goes fast. Ah, vas-y, vas-y.
keep the streaming question.
Vas-y, vas-y.
In the song Sophisticated with Maurice Regal that you did on the project, you said, I'm not a rapper, I'm an author. There's my latest book.
Yeah, exactly. Because I hang this shit in museums. It's not a rap. It's not a regular rap. This is an art piece always. So back then I was saying it's a book. I mean, this is my latest book. Now it's my latest painting. Now it's you hang it in the
A
fucking Louvre.
bestseller, like I wrote a
Yo, I was
book.
talking, dog.
This is your bar, bro. This is your bar, bro.
Yeah, get it off. But nah, that's exactly what it is. I just like making comparisons of like, this isn't just your little rap medium. This is a whole artistic process that we're going through. And there's more shit that you know is going on. This is a book. You could read this.
So I can see that you're more driven by the passion of it. Even when we see that on your floor, you're monotone, you don't show off more emotions than maybe your partners. But is it...
Ah, c'est bon.
yeah, my English is good, isn't it?
Yeah.
He looked at you. Yeah, of course he did, bro.
You said he was doing management emotion better than you, so my bad.
Big facts.
You guys got glasses. I don't know.
Yeah.
who's
Don't worry,
thinking
don't worry. You're killing it.
That's good.
Yeah. So is it like this love that sometimes you might hide or say, I don't look at the metrics, that keeps you running? Because it's a lot of time, it's a lot of studio, it's a lot of energy put in something that I hear you say, I don't really care about what's coming up out of it.
It's not that I don't care. It's that I don't put stock and feeling into it. You know? Oh, yeah. So, no, it's not that I don't care. Obviously, the more people that's listening, like, I need that. If this shit was dying in the water, it would be really tough to keep throwing bread at it, because I throw bread at this thing. But all I said is I don't get high or low off it. You know what I mean?
Type shit.
Obviously, it is a passion, but I treat it like a business. You know what I mean? Like, this is what I do. You know what I mean? Ever since I've been shoveling so much bread into it, and bread starts coming back. You know what I mean? It's a process. Like, it doesn't happen overnight. Slowly, bread has been coming more and more from this music shit, and that's what we're doing.
It's like a snowball. It's
Correct.
like the more it goes, the more it gets bigger, the
You
more
gotta
it hits
feed it,
people.
man.
Trust.
And like I was saying earlier, in the streaming era, now shit goes super fast, right? TikTok and all this kind of thing. You gotta have like sometimes I see concerts that I host and the crowds will sing the 15-second TikTok of that song. You know what I mean? Like we're in that era, right?
Right.
So, and earlier you said like, yo, we put out the project and people are already like, yo, when's the next one?
Yeah.
Do you feel sometimes that the shit is not appreciated as much as it should be? Because you guys put a lot of details in the videos and little Easter eggs and stuff like that.
Well, I would say this. There's a lot of things just for the heads. The heads are going to always find it, right? But we live in a disposable era where everything is like the attention span of listeners visually. Everybody could see things 1-2 times. They're good. Yeah. They're on to the next shit. Yeah. And that's what social media and, you know, this digital era that we exist in has taken away from the art. Because back in my day, I would put that shit on repeat and re-listen to it over and over, and you got to re-listen to it. It depends what type of music you're getting, because some music is so good that you either have to decipher it or it's just that potent that you just have to re-listen to it. So for us, or at least for me, I would say the ability to create is something that I won't overlook anymore. I would say that I came from an era where we put things out once a year. Yeah. Right? Maybe, you know, where now it's like, yo, if you don't have something every 2-3 months, are you even relevant?
Big time.
And that's how easily you can
And
get
it's interesting because Borden, I had this conversation with Borden where he was like, I used to record verses and ad-libs and all this shit, and I would like analyze my shit so much, and then it'd never come out because I'd be thinking about it too much. And he's like, now I started doing my the way he's recording now, where he's doing the whole project. Yes. And he's like, yo, bro, I'm recording it one take. It's a moment in time. Yo, take it the way you want it, whatever it is. And he's like, ever since then, I've been putting out music. And it's crazy because ever since these last 3-4 projects, it's like I hear more and more people talk about him. I hear in La Presse, they mention him. I see the Styles P thing. So, I mean, it's paying off. So it's like, it's just as an MC on one side, you're like, damn, they're not paying attention. But on the other side, you got to just keep feeding.
But this is the thing. If you don't put it out, who's going to hear it?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
So
you
you gotta release the music, bro.
And one last question before we go to the Smoke Signals Patreon
You already
presented
know.
by. I wanted to know. Now we talk about the social media, the streaming. So there's a lot of connection that are made between generations. And there's a lot of youngins now that are listening. Do you receive messages from younger rappers that, because sometimes we might think, oh, you're doing music for the old heads and thing. But do you see like an interest from the younger generations that might write to you and say, yo, I like what you guys do? And maybe try to give back. I don't know. Is there a way you're trying to?
I mean, I had a young dude reach out to me after Under Pressure.
Okay.
Which was shocking because, you know, and we'll skip over that. But like, to know that one person from that age demographic was like, yo, that shit was so ill to me, blase blah. Like, that was hella dope.
Yeah.
And I think, like, we get lost in the fact that, like, even to say shouts to Shab because he digs in the crates. He knows so much about the music from my era that you can't even say he's like a YN. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just a culture.
It's like he's a glitch.
It's a cultured ear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, there's some times where it's like I meet people and they're like, yo, I remember this day at this time was the first time I went to a hip hop show. You opened for such and such, like, and that shit changed my life. That was crazy to hear.
That's fire.
That was crazy to hear.
That's it.
I respect it, man.
You see? And you, JRed, do you have like...
I mean, it's tough to say. There's a lot of people in like the DMs, whether it's producers or rappers, that definitely show love and want to work and whatever it is. But I don't always know, like, I assume most of them are younger, truthfully, than me. I mean, I'm 34. So most of them, I think, are younger. But I never really, like, I don't delve into a lot of these profiles. I don't know. It's tough for me. I wish I could give you a more detailed answer, but like love definitely comes back. There's love. There's other artists that are showing love to it. And I fuck with the young boys. Even he's talking about Shabo. I fuck with Trap Matt. I fuck with Paperboy. Like as far as I know, I fuck with Paperboy heavy. And like these guys are younger than me. I know that. They're probably about like 10 years younger than me or about that. So like I fuck with them. And I already, hopefully I will work with them. I haven't really put effort into it, but I've already told Paperboy and Trap, like, yo, I fuck with y'all, man. And
that's dope.
Keep doing what you do. And maybe our paths will cross. And I would love that.
Crazy random fact before we go to Patreon. I wrote a song for Paperboy when he was a kid rapper.
Wow.
Back in the day. Shout out his pops. Shout out him too. Shout out DJ Clean Cut.
That's what's up.
Sick.
He was a kid, literally a kid.
So
now I see him.
DJ Clean Cut?
No.
Okay,
So,
my bad.
Clean Cut produced it, but we knew his pops, you know.
Okay,
That was shout out. But anyway, it's crazy. It's dope to see him still going and that you mentioned him. I think it's fire.
I like what I like, and I see what he does, and I'm like, yo, I fuck with this. Same with Trap.
And he seems to be on his like, he's just doing his music, man, and like.
That's what
where
it
it's
is.
gonna lead him, it's gonna lead him. You know what I mean? I respect that approach.
That's what it is.
We can say what we want about Montreal, but we're kind of a small family. There's a small group of like it's cool to see you guys like link up with Yuri of Rain Man. That has his story. That's
for sure.
He's from the French scene, and to see the French scene showing mad love to the English scene that doesn't really like mess around with the French scene. Sometimes I find it like, yo.
Je te donne un flashback.
Vas-y,
là,
frère.
OK? À l'époque, il y avait deux grands groupes à Montréal. Il y avait l'Alliance, puis il y avait Northern Lights. Ensemble, sur une set, on parle de genre 12 rappers, là.
Alliance, c'était-tu l'affaire de BU et tout ça? Okay,
Yes.
wow.
So BU, the Nologists, and them guys. And so, I know all... I know all them guys, Outra, all them guys from way back.
Okay.
Way back.
Crazy.
Moi, je connais Espige depuis genre, fuck. Ça fait tellement longtemps, man. Sans pression, shout out to the guys. 13e, shout out to Cash, shout out to all them guys, you know. Paplaka, all them, you know what I'm saying?
C'est quoi, t'as grandi dans l'Est ou?
Yeah, that's like,
Shit, okay.
that's family right there, you know? So it's like, nah, I mean... this is just out at rap shows. This is like being in certain studios at the right time. You walking in the hallway, you see these guys, yo, what up, da 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 da. But like, yo, I know all these guys like in real life from time. You know?
Crazy.
What do you guys got coming up for the rest of 2025 before we go to Patreon? And if you guys want to give some shout outs on the way out,
100%.
let it be known.
So you're asking what's next?
Yes, sir.
You're giving the what's next question.
I mean,
Nah, I'm playing. Nah, man, everything's next. There's gonna be new JRed the Doctor solo. There's gonna be new Just Mcfly solo. There's gonna be new RVLR Mag solo coming just now. I'm sure there'll be new Borden solo, and I'm sure there'll be new fucking Regal solo.
Yeah, I'm gonna plug one joint.
Yo, I was talking.
yeah,
Shouts to all of the big dogs only, you know what I mean? Going down to 80 Rock and Pro V and Let Me Know, and all the rappers I just said. Shouts to this man, all love, and shouts to y'all, man.
appreciate you, my dog.
Yes.
So I'm gonna give y'all one joint that's coming out. I think we got a week and a half before it goes live. Me and RVLR got a joint that's coming out called Poncho. It's gonna be off of his project.
Okay.
So yeah, be on the lookout.
Looking forward
Video,
to
all
that.
that shit is already done. So you know we're gonna plug that joint. I got some shit in the tuck. We got some shit in the tuck. You know what I'm saying the music is coming, bro. But shouts to the whole big dog movement. Shouts to these guys for bringing me out of retirement.
Let's
You know what
go,
I'm saying?
man.
Music is too strong. You know, we back.
Appreciate you guys, man. Thanks
We're
for coming
so
through,
back.
man.
Thank
Yo,
y'all.
allez checker le projet, man. Doc and Marty is out right now, you know what I mean? This part one, there will be a sequel, you know what I mean? Stay connected. Don't forget to get yourself the art piece. Get yourself the merch. If there's merch, if there's vinyls,
100%.
if there's that kind of stuff coming out, usually with artistic rap, there is. So stay connected. Suivez-les sur les réseaux. Vous savez déjà qu'est-ce qui se passe, man. On s'en va au Patreon, présenté par Smoke Signals, man. Yo, c'est votre boy J7.
C'est votre boy le 11.
Yo, on est au campus. On s'en va au Patreon. Let's go.
Yes, sir.